It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show at KNT Netball now. Let's have a look at what is happening there. Obviously not much this weekend, but there's plenty to come in the coming weeks. Sal Bywater is back to help us have a look at what's happening there. G'day, Sally. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. Obviously another week of the girls having to put their feet up, but off the court, I know things have been frantic for organising committees trying to work out what's next. So through the meetings, and I'm sure there's been plenty of them, what's KNT come up with? What are you going to do?
Yeah, so at this stage, obviously, we've lost the 2 rounds on the 31st of July and the 24th of July. So at this stage, they'll just be written off and cancelled. So we've already tacked on one at the end from back in round 7. So at this stage, we'll just have the 3 rounds left. They could look a bit different. We're not quite sure what the last round will look like as yet, because as a draw as it stands, the last 2 rounds, the 2 teams are playing each other. So it's 2 rounds in a row that will be exactly the same. So that could change, but we'll wait and see to see what the powers will be. We'll be in that change. But at this stage, we'll have 14-round season instead of 16 with the 2 rounds completed off the end. And as of this stage, we're still finishing on the 8th of September. So, yeah, which, it's a bit mismatched, but what's going to work best, hopefully, for everyone.
Well, and that's the bottom line. There's, as I've said numerous times on the program already, there's not going to be a perfect solution in these sort of circumstances. But I guess the most important thing, first of all, is to get the girls back on the court as soon as we can. And we expect that to be next weekend. Is that right?
We do. We're hoping, fingers crossed, it will be. How that will look, I'm not sure. But as long as we can get our, 10 teams back on the court next week, we'll be all happy. And I think it really showed the training last night, just to kill the team to be back out there. And it's amazing, even 1 week out of a training done in the middle of the season. So, it's really hard and really tough. We're coming into finals a bit unprepared in a way. But, yeah, let's hope we can finish off strong and, well, fingers crossed.
Yeah. I know community football have had a fair say in trying to keep people informed. But what about Netball SA? Have you guys heard much from them and that organisation? They've been doing much work behind the scenes on your behalf to try and, the most frustrating thing that could possibly happen would be you've gone out and trained in preparation to go back next week and then find out that you've got to have another week off.
Not going to happen.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. But I know Netball SA have done a fair bit of work behind the scenes, haven't they?
Absolutely. Like, we're getting daily emails from them at the moment, which is just fantastic. So they're putting everything they can in there, and it's just really hard. Like, every league is different, isn't it? Like, you've got your bigger leagues that can in the city, which completely different to your country leagues and family orientated. So to make that big solution for everyone that is best for the whole state is a big decision to make. But let's just hope we're all hoping to be back out on the court next week in a bit of normality, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah. What will it mean for your ladders? Because clearly, and I don't know how you work this out with only 3 to go, but some teams are going to have played more games than others, I would imagine. So you're going to use like a match ratio system to work out who gets through. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, we'll have to come down to match ratio because, especially with our A grade, obviously only having the 9 teams there, with Kingston not having a team. So, some teams will probably play 2 more games than other teams, other clubs. So it will look a bit funny, mismatched, but, the match ratio definitely come down to it. It might work in some people's favour and against others, but, it's just wait and see. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we're back into it. Just losing the 2 rounds might be okay in the sort of year we've had.
Yeah, well, and that's the most important thing. Again, I keep saying it, but getting the girls back on the court as soon as we can. Obviously, you want to finish the season when it was planned to finish as well. You don't want to be dragging things out into school holidays and summer seasons as well. I imagine that's been a consideration.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think you can just go any further than what it already is, because there are so many things planned, like, even as much as some people do their football trips or their netball trips or presentation nights, and obviously summer sports coming into it, and you just want to keep as much as you can. And in our predicament in some of our grades, because clubs don't have all the teams, so with 3 weeks to go, one of our teams at Bordertown actually don't have any more games for the rest of the season, so that's a bit sad for them. So they're just in a club in a grade that doesn't have many teams, so basically their season could be finished, which is very disappointing. But we hope we can get them back out on the court.
That is sad. But a quick recap of the A-grade ladder as we wrap up. So Border Districts are 8 wins, no losses. And then you go to Keith, Penola, Lucendale, Mundalla, who are making up the top 5 at the moment. Mundalla and Kybe Bolite, along with Narracourt, are all tied on 8 premiership points. So Kybe and Narracourt 6th and 7th on the ladder on percentage at the moment. Bordertown and Padthaway are out of the hunt. We know that, haven't had a win yet. But are they going to get a chance to play each other, Bordertown and Padthaway? Let's hope they do.
Exactly right. They are due in 2 weeks to play each other, so let's hope we can get at least that game on the board. So, which is also the same as Border Districts and Keys playing each other. So we'll have the top of the table clash and the bottom of the table clash, which is a great game to see. So if we can't get another round, if we can get one more round, it is that round, I think. So
excellent.
We will see, 4-10. But, obviously as well, because our ladder's still got a lot of shaping to do, so anything can happen. And we want, those, especially Mundalla, Kybe and Narracourt, still anything could happen there. So they'll be wanting to get back out in the court to get their finals campaign, hopefully, on the run home. Yeah,
exactly right. All right, well, any other announcements to make this week before we wrap it up, Sally?
No, we're all good. We'll meet up again this week and hopefully have some more decisions to all our members by next week. So hopefully, we're back out in the court next week and everyone's happy to be there and excited.
Well, fingers crossed we'll have some matches to preview next week. Look forward to that. Enjoy the last weekend of being able to put your feet up, fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll have some action for everyone next weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you very much.